Okay, Hare Krishna. Welcome to the session on Bhagavad Gita Chapter 6, Dhyāna Yoga. Last week, I believe we stopped at Sloka number 15. Maybe 16 also we discussed.
No, Prabhuji, only 15.
Until 15 only, yeah? Okay, yeah. So today we'll start from Sloka number 16. But before that, we'll discuss about Akshaya Tritiya for a few minutes, and then we'll start a discussion on Bhagavad Gita. So today,
ఎంత గోల్డ్ కొన్నారు ప్రభుజీ?
గోల్డ్ కలర్ కుర్తా వేసుకున్నాను. కొన్న గోల్డ్ అంతటితోటి కుర్తా చేయించుకున్నాను.
తొడుగు
బంగారు తొడుగు.
మేమంతా అలా కాదు ప్రభుజీ, మారిపోయాం. మేమంతా జ్ఞాన విజ్ఞాన తృప్తాత్మ కూటస్థో విజితేంద్రియ యుక్త ఇత్యుచ్యతే యోగి సమలోష్ట్రాస్మ కాంచన.
ఓ వావ్ వావ్ వావ్, వండర్ఫుల్ వండర్ఫుల్.
మేమందరం ఆ కేటగిరీ. ఇప్పుడు
మీకు గోల్డ్ ఇచ్చినా కూడా దాంతో ఇది రాయి అనుకొని ఏదో కిచెన్ లో ఏదో కొట్టుకోవడానికి యూజ్ చేస్తారనమాట.
అలానే ఇవ్వకుండా ఉండకండి, ఇవ్వండి.
వండర్ఫుల్. యా, సమలోష్ట్రాస్మ కాంచన. We discussed one shloka from this chapter. A yogi, a saintly person, a self-realized person, looks at gold, pebble, and stone as the same. He doesn't make any distinction between them. So today is the auspicious Akshaya Tritiya day. The speciality of this day is there's no Durmuhurta. The entire day, there is no Durmuhurta. There are 3 days in the entire year which are very special like this. Akshaya Tritiya is one such day, Vijayadashmi day, and then Ugadi or Yugadi, whatever you call it. So these 3 days are very special in the entire calendar year that don't have any Durmuhurta. That means if you want to do something on this day, if you want to begin some new task, a new project, so you can do that any time of the day. You don't need to consult any pujari, any purohit, any astrologer to find out the right muhurt. So the entire day is auspicious. So let's look at some aspects of this Akshaya Tritiya day. Generally, the only thing people remember about Akshaya Tritiya day is gold. So the tradition of buying gold, people think that if they buy gold on Akshaya Tritiya day, they will have unlimited amount of gold throughout the year. Now, definitely, this is not coming from any Vedas, any Puranas, any Itihasa, nowhere. But it is coming from some jewelry store. Somebody sent some message.
It's me, Prabhu.
Enti Akshaya Tritiya Shubhakankshla?
No, on that day, what all happened, the events.
Okay. Yeah. So definitely some jewelry store, some gold business person, they have started it long time ago just to promote gold business. But Akshaya Tritiya is not at all about gold. There are so many other special things that happened on Akshaya Tritiya day and why this day is auspicious. So let's look at some of the things. The meaning of the word Akshaya is, in Sanskrit, Kshaya means diminishing, destroying, decaying. In Sanskrit, if you prefix any word with a, akara, it becomes negation. Akshaya. That means there is no diminishing. Now, since we just finished fifth chapter, in fifth chapter there is a shloka. Bahya sparshe asaktatma vindhatyatman yat sukam sa brahma yoga yuktatma sukam akshayam ashnute. Sukam akshayam ashnute. So there, Krishna is talking about, this shloka comes towards the end of fifth chapter. There Krishna is saying that a materialistic person, if they are in contact with sense objects, bahya sparshes asaktatma. A materialistic person, because they are interested in external sense objects, they get agitated, they suffer, they get angry, or they become greedy, all those things. But a yogi, he doesn't have any interest, asakta. A yogi doesn't have any interest in the external sense objects. Bahya sparshes asaktatma. Vindatyatmani yat sukham. Sa brahma yoga yuktatma sukham akshayam ashnute. So such a yogi, he finds pleasure in the self. This is a shloka from fifth chapter that Krishna explains how to find happiness within. The happiness that we find in the external sense objects, it has some shelf life. But the happiness that we find from within, when we become antarmukh instead of bahirmukh, when we become antarmukh, when we turn inward instead of being outward, when we turn inward and try and find happiness from within, that happiness sukham akshayam ashnute. Bahya sparshe swasaktatma vindatyatmani yat sukham sa brahma yogi yuktatma sukham akshayam ashnute. Such happiness is never diminishing. So the meaning of this word akshaya means something that never deteriorates, something that never diminishes. In fact, if somebody buys gold on this day, tell me what happens. According to the definition of akshaya, tell me what happens.
It will continuously increases. It will not diminish.
It will continuously increase. Okay? Okay? What else?
Will be very rich all the time, having gold. I mean, telling about gold or any other thing, Prabhuji?
Gold, specifically gold.
Gold. Good investment.
Good investment. Okay.
Prabhuji, didn't you say that adding in Akshaya Tritiya is actually negation?
What's that?
In Akshaya is actually negation.
Yeah.
So something in that regard, are you alluding to something in that direction?
No, the A in Akshaya, it refers to something that never diminishes, something that does not decrease in value, in quantity, in value, something that does not decrease.
Okay.
No. So,
Prabhuji,
mm,
Krishna Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna.
since you told that the satisfaction is inside us only, Gold is like an external factor, and every external factor, I think that it will be diminishes, right, Prabhuji? The value of the gold will be diminishes, if my understanding is correct, Prabhuji.
The value of gold diminishes. How?
How means like nothing is permanent. Apart from that, the satisfaction is the more prominent inside than the gold.
Hmm. No, I want you to tell these two. You have to say something about gold, and the word akshaya also has to be uh, applied in that explanation. You have to use both the gold and akshaya in your explanation.
Mhm.
Something that increases. Something that increases. And use the object gold only there.
Okay. Akshara is not the knowledge, na Prabhuji? Akshara means like the words is not the knowledge, right, Prabhuji?
No. Akshaya means something that never diminishes. That never diminishes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
From chemistry perspective, Prabhuji, gold is like a metal which is not easily like dissolves or something, right? It has a very specific solution and it can always be converted. Like you melt it again, you convert it again, you mold it in a different shape.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So from a
Science,
philosophical,
science perspective, yeah.
yeah, that is from science perspective. That's correct. But explain it from philosophical and spiritual point of view.
Mm-hmm.
దేర్ ఇస్ నో ఎండ్ కదా ప్రభుజీ. కరగదీసి మళ్ళీ చేయించుకుంటానే ఉంటాం కదా. సో
Gold, like our like
లేడీస్ కనిపించుకున్నారు కదా.
like Radha Rani's complexion is golden, and that's how like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when came, he was also of golden complexion, and he just helped all of us like in Kali Yuga to just like gave us the boon of Sankirtan, the Yuga Dharma and everything, and it just continues increasing only. It's like it is not going to like the more you do kirtan, it's just going to add.
Okay, that's a good example. Yeah. What else? Yeah, that's definitely good. Yeah, Radharani is in golden complexion, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is known as Golden Avatara. So that Golden Avatara, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, uh, he established the Yuga Dharma Sankirtana Yajna, and that will never diminish. This is Akshaya. And the happiness that we derive in chanting that holy name, Sukham Akshayam Ashnute. Yes, that's a good explanation. Another one?
Prabhuji, could it be that buying external gold as could be a way to depict our inner gold with respect to all the good virtues and as things that we need in our life to go forward, like compassion and all of that. That inner gold is what it actually um, wants to grow when we talk about Akshay Tritiya, the
Okay.
good virtues in our life,
Hmm.
philosophically.
Okay.
Prabhuji, one more I'll try. Maybe I not. So, Prabhuji, gold is like a you're taking the physical gold, or we can
Yeah,
how
physical gold. Physical gold.
అదే సవర్లు గ్రాముల్లో కొనుక్కుంటాం కదా.
So one
చాలా
more example.
సవర్లు గ్రాములు చాలా తులాలు అనుకున్నాను, కేజీలు అనుకున్నా.
ఎక్కడ ప్రభుజీ ఇప్పుడు ఎంత రేట్ ఉందో అసలు ఎక్కడ కొనుక్కుంటాం ప్రభుజీ.
And Prabhu, one thing more, I can just think of analogy from gold. Like gold is some like a precious metal which is not easily available, right? It has to be mined. It has to be like a lot of effort has to be put there. And similarly, our scriptures, they are also not very easily to be consumed. You need to spend a lot of time. You need to read again and again and again. And it's like, it's not like abstract. If the first time you read whatever is there, the message is very hidden. Similarly, like gold is not like, hey, you need to mine the gold. It's not like a very obviously somewhere left, right? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So here is something I'm going to tell, and perhaps you have never heard this, and you will not find it anywhere else. Okay. Using gold and akshaya. Whoever buys gold on this day, what is the who resides in gold?
Lakshmi.
Kali?
No, and
Kali, not Lakshmi, Kali.
Kali, okay.
Kali Purusha. Kali Purusha lives in gold. That means whoever buys gold on this day, what will happen? Kali in their life will become Akshaya. The Kali will never diminish in their life.
So we should not be buying.
Yeah, we should not be buying gold today.
Prabhuji,
No,
Why didn't
I'm
you tell
telling
us before?
seriously.
gold కొనిచ్చకూడదండి సార్.
మిగతా అన్ని డేస్ కొనుక్కో
It's
సరితా.
complete opposition then.
So, in fact, Shastra tells there is a specific day on which a gold can be purchased. It is called Guru Pushya Tidhi. Guru Pushya Tidhi. That means when Guru, Jupiter planet, is in Pushya Nakshatra, that is the day is an auspicious day to buy gold. If at all, see, the Vedas or Shastras, they are not against buying gold. The same Vedas, they say that Bhagavatam describes how Kali Purusha takes the residence as the gold. You know, he resides in gold, right? He makes gold as his residence. So why did they say? So that people don't get fascinated, too much fascinated about gold. So buying some limited amount of gold is not a problem. Shastra is not against that. And whenever you buy gold, make any jewelry, first offer it to the Krishna, Narayana, Ramachandra, Sithamma Varu, Lakshmi Devi, Radharani, and then you wear it. So there's no problem in that. But buying too much of gold is not recommended. And if at all you want to buy to make it a more auspicious, buy it on Guru Pushya Tidhi. But anybody who buys on Akshaya Tritiya day, the Kali in their life, because anything that you do today, the benefit or the ill effect, both will not diminish. So if you are buying gold today, it's not probably a good idea. So let's break this stereotype mentality of buying gold on Akshaya Tritiya day. Instead, there are so many other things that we can do today. So let's see quickly in the next 10 minutes or so. Let's quickly look at what are the different things that we can do on Akshaya Tritiya day, and then we'll go into Bhagavad Gita. So there are so many auspicious things that happen on Akshaya Tritiya day. This is the day on which Lord Parashurama appeared. This is the day on which river Ganga descended to earth. This is the day on which the Sudama Brahmana, visited Krishna in Dwaraka. And this is the day for the appearance of Annapurna Devi. And this is the day on which Treta Yuga began. This is the day the Pandavas received Akshay Patra from Surya Dev. This is the day Vyasadev began writing Mahabharata with the help of Ganesh ji. And this is the day Kubera got wealth. And this is the day Adi Shankaracharya composed Kanakadhara Stotram. Can anybody tell other important aspects that happened on this day? I'm looking for one such important event. Jyoti, what and all did you send?
I think same as you said, Prabhu. మీరు చెప్పినవే ప్రభు.
అవేనా? ఓకే. ఈ ఫోటో ఓపెన్ అవట్లేదు, ఇది ఇక్కడది.
అవునా?
ఓకే, 1 సెకండ్
చదువుతాను ప్రభు.
చదవండి మీరు ఈజీగా.
Parshurama appearance is done. Ganga descends. Vyasadeva starts writing Mahabharata. Sudama went to Dwarka to meet Krishna. Jagannath chariot starts construction. And Simhachala Varaha Narsimha darshan. Kubera becomes treasurer. Navaka Vivaha begins. Badrinath temple opens.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? There is one important event I am looking for.
In Orissa on Akshaya Tritiya day, farmers start plugging their land and construction of chariot for Rath Yatra in Puri because Prabhuji.
Yes. Yeah. Jyoti just mentioned that. That's correct. Yeah.
And today sun and moon in the brightest paper, Prabhuji.
Sun and moon, they are in their brightest form.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. So today, also one important, there are so many other milestones like this, important auspicious milestones. But today also marks the beginning of Chandana Yatra. The beginning of Chandana Yatra. It was originally, I think, from 11th or 12th century. Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puri started this Chandana Yatra, applying chandanam, sandalwood paste, on the body of the Lord, on the deity. Because it's a summer time, right? Especially in India, this is a peak summer time. So the deity feels very hot. The deities feel very hot on this day. So today is the day when Madhavendra Puri started Chandana Yatra, and especially in today's age, that tradition is followed in Narasimha Swami temples. Narasimha Swami's appearance is on 30th of this month, about 11 days, right? 11 days from today. So 11 days before the Narasimha Swami's appearance, they start this Chandana Yatra. Especially in Simhachalam, what they do is they start Chandana Yatra, they apply chandanam on Narasimha Swami's deity, and by Narasimha Swami's appearance day, the deity is completely covered with chandanam. You cannot see the deity at all. And on that day, they remove all the chandan and give the full darshan of Narasimha Swami. So even in our temple, in Samamish temple also, they'll start putting chandan from today onwards. And in especially Chaupati, ISKCON Chaupati temple, the temple managed by Radhanath Swami Maharaj, in the next few days, you'll see pictures. Okay, you can go to Instagram or go to YouTube, subscribe to ISKCON Chaupati channels, and you will get pictures and videos. In the next few days, they will decorate Srinathji. There is a Srinathji deity in ISKCON Chaupati temple. Srinathji deity is that very famous, where you will see Krishna, the Gopalji's deity, holding a hand like this. So that deity in ISKCON Chaupati temple will be completely smeared with chandan. You'll think that they're actually clothes. They'll decorate. They'll put chandan and then decorate with different colors. They'll make jewelry, ornaments, everything with chandan. It's very beautiful. So Chandana Yatra for our bhakti, Gaudiya Vaishnava related sampradaya or bhakti discussions. That's the most important thing. Parshurama appearance. What are we going to do with that? As a story, we can listen to Parshurama's appearance. Mahabharata. It was Vasudev started writing Mahabharata. Now what are we going to write? Are we going to write a Mahabharata 2.0? No. All the other milestones or other things that are described here on this slide, we don't have much contribution here. Okay, we can just listen. For example, Sudama visited Krishna in Dwaraka. What are we going to do? Are we going to go to Dwaraka on this day? No. So we can learn this, listen to these stories and get some inspiration. But most importantly, the Chandana Yatra. That is something that we can do at our homes. Even at your home, you can extract some chandan. You can buy some sandalwood stick, a stone. Apply put some water on the stone, and then extract chandan. Apply to your deities, and then next day you can take that chandan and apply it on your neck, on forehead, whatever way you want to apply chandan on your body. So you can apply as tilak. Different ways you can use that. Okay. Now this is the day on which in Jagannath Puri they start preparing. They start making the construction of the chariot. And this is about Simhachalam. Oh, looks like Akshay Tritiya day it is removed. Yeah, Akshay Tritiya today the sandalwood is removed, and then Narasimha Swami's Sampurna Darshanam is given to everybody. And the rest of the year again the Narasimha Swami's deity is again covered with sandalwood paste. Jagannath Puri, they start making the chariot today only. Yeah, and this is the one about Madhavendra Puri. So Madhavendra Puri personally receives instruction from Gopalji. So Madhavendra Puri, he finds deity of Gopal in Govardhan. The deity is neglected completely. The deity is there, standing in the heat, in the bushes, amidst the trees and bushes, completely neglected. So Gopalji comes in the dream of Madhavendra Puri, and Gopalji asks Madhavendra Puri to start performing services. Then Gopalji, along with all the people in the village, they all go to that Govardhan and extract the deity of Gopalji, and they make a temple and start serving the Shodashopacharas. And Gopalji tells Madhavendra Puri that, "Oh Madhavendra Puri, since I have been standing in the scorching summer heat for so long, for so many years like this, my body is burning. Can you apply chandan?" I mean, did God really feel the heat of summer? No, not really. But Lord wanted to give some service, some seva to the devotee, so that God can exchange the loving relation. In order to give this loving reciprocation, God gives some service to the devotees. And when the devotees perform the service to the Lord, God reciprocates, both will feel happy. God feels happy, and then the devotee also feels happy.
On this day, he find the deity, Prabhuji, or not like?
Just few days before this day, he found the deity, and then on this day he started applying chandan.
Oh.
Yeah. So he used to walk this chandan, special chandan, was available in Puri. So he used to walk from Remuna to Puri to bring sandalwood, and then extract sandal from that and apply the paste on Gopalji deity. So looking at this hard effort by Madhavendra Puri, that Gopal, there is a Gopal deity in Remuna, I mean in Puri also. So then the Gopalji there, he tells that you don't have to carry this the sandalwood all the way to Remuna. If you apply the chandan here on my deity here, it is equivalent to applying chandan there in Remuna. So the Lord showed special mercy to Madhavendra Puri in order to reduce his burden of carrying chandan all the way from Puri to Remuna. So there are nice stories in this whole series of Madhavendra Puri. Probably sometime next week in the evening call we can discuss this. Last year when we started the evening Bhagavatam call, we started in April, so it's been exactly 1 year.
21st.
April 21st.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Narasimha Jayanti day, right?
అంటే లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ అప్పుడు వచ్చినట్లుంది ప్రభుజీ మేబీ.
అదే నరసింహ చతుర్దశి డే. Yeah, wow, you noted down the date also. Oh, in 2 days we'll celebrate 1 year then.
Yeah. Maybe in your home date is also April 21st, Prabhuji?
Correct. Yeah, at our home also, we got the deities on April 21st. Yeah. అది కూడా చెప్పాను అప్పుడు నేను కాల్లో.
ఆ రోజు చెప్పారు, అందువల్ల గుర్తుంది.
ఓకే. మీ నోట్స్ లో డేట్ అవన్నీ రాసుకున్నారా?
లేదు ప్రభుజీ, లేదు. నేను మన భాగవతం క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ అయిన ఫస్ట్ డే చార్ట్ ఎప్పుడుందని డేట్ చూసాను. దట్ ఈస్ April 21st అని.
21st. Yeah. So yeah, I think it was Narsimha Chaturdashi day last year. Yeah. So last year, we discussed the story of Madhavendra Puri for 1 or 2 days we discussed. So maybe this week, next week or a week after that, we can discuss about Madhavendra Puri for the whole week. So, okay.
So by applying sandal, okay, but akshaya means no diminish means. So what it refers, Prabhuji? No diminishing. What is that word? Akshaya means by doing this Chandanotsavam. So what it refers, akshaya means like exact meaning of no diminishing means akshaya, no?
Yeah.
So by celebrating
any service that we do, not only applying Chandan, any the chanting that we do today, the Bhagavad Gita recitation that we do today, the Bhagavata recitation that we do today, or any stotram, Vishnu Sahasranama stotram, Mukundamala stotram, or Ramayanam, any spiritual activity, any devotional service that you do today, the benefit of that will never reduce. In other words, you will have extra benefit of doing any spiritual activity today. Like Ekadashi day is a special day. Chanting on any day is beneficial, but the same chanting, if you do on Ekadashi day, it's more beneficial. So like that, the same chanting if you do during Damodara whole full 1 month, it's even more beneficial. Similarly, the same chanting if you do on Akshaya Tritiya day, it's even more beneficial. Like that, Chandan Yatra is one such special service. It so happened that Madhavendra Puri, it was a transcendental, arrangement by Krishna, that Krishna wanted to give, Gopal wanted to give special mercy to Madhavendra Puri. That's why the special arrangement was made that Chandana Yatra began on this day, Akshaya Tritiya day. So anything, any spiritual activity you do today, that will have extra benefit. In general, any spiritual activity, any devotional service you do, that will never diminish. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita 2.40, Neha vikrama nashosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Even if one performs a small devotional service, that will never diminish, and that will protect one from the most dangerous type of fear, that is death. Because that's the power of spiritual activity. That's the power of devotional service. It will never diminish in its value. But if you do that on special day like this, you will have extra marks, bonus marks. So that's the intention.
Then after this class, half an hour Vishnu Sahasranamam class, half an hour Mukundamala class, half an hour all the classes you do, Prabhu, so that it will continues forever.
Yeah, the whole day we can do something. Yes. Okay, so let's see what and all. This is the day Badrinath temple is opened. And in South India, many temples, they begin auspicious rituals on this day. Yeah, this is the thing I was telling about gold. If at all somebody wants to buy gold as an auspicious thing, yeah, do it on Guru Pushya Tithi. And this is the day our Srila Prabhupada, he started on Akshaya Tritiya day. Srila Prabhupada started the ISKCON League of Devotees. Okay, he started some group by name ISKCON League of Devotees. That was the foundation for this organization called ISKCON. When he was in India, when Prabhupada was in India, you can think of it as ISKCON League of India, ISKCON League of Devotees. You can think of it as the ISKCON organization that Prabhupada started in India. And later on, when he came to America, he formed another organization called ISKCON. So this is on this day, Akshaya Tritiya day. And the Vedas describe that on this day, Akshaya Tritiya day, it is recommended to give some charity to Brahmanas. Okay, charity in the form of rice, grains, different types of grains, vegetables, and some money to the Brahmanas.
Somebody will tell umbrella, Prabhuji.
Umbrella?
Umbrella, donate today, umbrella, something that.
It's a summer time, right? So generally, we don't think of giving umbrella as a gift to somebody. So because it's a summer time, so when Vedas tell like that, there is a meaning behind that. So in summer time, if people want to go outside, yeah, they can use that umbrella. One another thing the Vedas describe to give charity to Brahmanas is Udaka Bandam. Udaka Bandam means water pot. ఒక మట్టి కుండలో అంటే earthen pot. In a earthen pot, you fill that pot with some water and you fill that with some nice what do you call those? The spices that you use in the kitchen, like ilachi, all those things. Some herbs. Okay, so you put some herbs in that water, make that water nutritious, and offer in charity to a Brahmana. That is called Udaka Bandam. What is the meaning? What is the significance of donating water? Because water is the primary source of nourishment for the body. A person can stay without solid food for probably a month or so, actually. But water is more essential than solid food. So without water, it is difficult, especially in summer time, right? Person needs to drink more water. So the Vedas describe to give Udaka Bhandam as charity on this day. Okay, so like that, the mood of Akshaya Tritiya, one should have a mindset of doing extra devotional services on that day. So these special festivals, they are like sale. When you have some sale days in the stores, we have some special sale day. So like that, Bhagavan makes some arrangement for the devotees to get some extra benefit by performing devotional services on special days like this. Okay.
So, Prabhuji, one question. So,
Yeah.
there are like so many these stories behind these days, right? So, is there a specific story that marks the beginning of Akshaya Tritiya or something like Ekadashi? We had this story, right, where Lord wanted it to make it now auspicious. So, was it like since the beginning it was auspicious, or was there a specific event after which it this Tritiya became Akshaya Tritiya?
If my understanding is correct, it began on the day when Surya Dev gave Akshaya Patra to Pandavas.
Okay.
Because that's the true essential meaning of Akshaya, right?
Mm-hmm.
When looking at Pandava's situation in the forest, when Pandavas are in the forest in Vanavasa, it is very difficult to fetch daily food, and especially that 1 year period incognito, ajnatam, they should not reveal their identity to anyone. If somebody comes to know that these are actually Pandavas, then they fail in their vanavasa, ajnatavasa. So they cannot very easily go out and fetch food. So looking at this situation, Surya Dev gives Akshay Patra to Pandavas so that Akshay Patra can serve, can produce unlimited amount of food. But the Pandavas used only to to produce food for themselves, and if any guests come, to feed those guests. And we all know the story of how that Akshay Patra, uh, you know, uh, how Akshay Patra was in the possession of Pandavas, and the way Akshay Patra works is it starts producing unlimited amount of food from morning until afternoon, and it can, and after all the five Pandavas, Yudhishthira, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva, Bhima, after all of them have eaten food for the day, finally in the end Draupadi will eat. And after Draupadi has finished eating the day meal in the afternoon, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, like that, then Draupadi uh, will put the Akshay Patra. Akshay Patra is like a uh, is like a is like a tumbler. Okay, so she will put it upside down, and then for the rest of the day it will not produce any food. So one day, our Duryodhana, he calls Durvasa Muni to his palace,
Mm-hmm.
and he offers him nice hospitality. He feeds him sumptuously. He makes him happy. Now, Durvasa Muni is such a person who gets angry very easily, and who gets pleased also very easily. So you have to be very careful dealing with Durvasa Muni.
Mm-hmm.
He can be pleased very easily. At the same time, he can be upset very easily. So Duryodhana makes Durvasa Muni very happy, and then he makes a plan to send Durvasa Muni to Pandavas in the forest. So Durvasa Muni, Duryodhana tells Durvasa Muni that my cousins, O Sadhu, my cousins are in forest. Can you please visit them and can you also bless them? Duryodhana was telling as if he is doing some favor to his cousins, Pandavas. But there's a hidden agenda behind
Agenda.
that. Yeah. So then Durvasa Muni goes to the forest along with thousands of sages. And Duryodhana very cleverly tells that you go to their home. I think the right time, the auspicious time to go and visit my cousins Pandavas is around 12 and 1 o'clock. Because he knows that by that time Draupadi will eat her meal and he'll put Akshay Patra upside down and no more food can be produced. So then Durvasa Muni along with 1,000 sages goes to the forest and by that time Draupadi, Pandavas have already eaten the meal for the day. Draupadi also has eaten and she has washed the Akshay Patra and she put it upside down. And that time Durvasa Muni comes along with thousands of sages. And Durvasa Muni tells, he doesn't have to say anything, right? As soon as he comes, everything is understood. You have to receive him very carefully, show him great hospitality, do all the, you have to wash your feet, you have to offer nice asana for him, and you have to feed nice prasad. And now Draupadi is very worried. What to do now? We don't have anything to offer, and Durvasa Muni came along with thousands of sages. So as Draupadi was thinking that way, then Sri Krishna comes there. Sri Krishna comes and asks Draupadi that, oh Draupadi. Now, meanwhile, Durvasa Muni and all the sages, they are probably it was the time for their Sandhya, the Trikala Sandhya, the midday Sandhya probably. So they are doing Sandhya outside. And Sri Krishna comes inside the home and asks Draupadi to feed him with something, some bhoga. Now, Draupadi says, oh Krishna, we don't have anything for the day now. All of us have just eaten and we cannot offer you anything. Then Krishna says, bring that Akshay Patra. Let me see if there is anything in it. Then Draupadi brings that Akshay Patra and there was one grain left in that Akshay Patra. Krishna eats that one grain and he feels very satisfied. He's completely satisfied. And Draupadi puts that Akshay Patra again back upside down. And then Krishna tells Draupadi, yes, now you can go and tell Durvasa Muni and all the sages to come for eating prasadam. Then Draupadi goes there and tells the same thing to Durvasa Muni. And Durvasa Muni and all the sages, they're actually, burping. They say, no, we can't eat anything at all. We are very full. We are very satisfied. We don't want to eat anything now. So that means if Krishna has eaten, if Krishna is served, it is equivalent to serving the entire world. So Akshaya, like that, any devotional service that we do to Krishna today, it has immense benefit. Not only for us, but for the entire world. For example, Ganga river, right? People go and take bath in Ganga to get rid of their sins. All the papa karma that they have, to wash away their papa karma, they take a dip in Ganga river so that the papa karma is removed. That means they are just dumping their papa karma in Ganga river. Now, how will Ganga get moksham, or how will Ganga get purified? When the sadhus, when the pure devotees take a dip in Ganga, then Ganga gets purified. Similarly, when devotees, they perform devotional service to Krishna in general, or especially today, Akshaya Tritiya day, it will have immense benefit, not only to us, but for the entire world, for everybody. So, for the Loka Kalyanam, we can do extra devotional service today. Yeah, so I think that is the day when, and it's a cyclic thing, right? Even though this happened in Dwapara Yuga, but it's a cyclic thing. Because later on, when in Treta Yuga, Parshuram appears, Parshuram appeared on Akshaya Tritiya day. So it's like,
Prabhuji,
yeah,
there is I'm not sure if I'm right, but during Samudra Manthan, isn't it that Lakshmi, the goddess Lakshmi appeared on Akshaya Tritiya? That was the first.
yes, yeah, that is also correct. Yeah. So different, important milestones happen on Akshaya Tritiya day in different cycles. They're not, they should not be understood in a chronological order, because the yugas cycles are repeated, and anything in spiritual realm we have to understand ontologically, not chronologically, but ontologically. That means we cannot ask a question like, for example, when did the creation happen? On what date the creation happened? Instead, the question that we can ask is, who created? How did this material world, uh, uh, how was this material world created? By whom it was created? So like that. So chronological means calendar dates. Like we have our date of birth, date of death, all those things. There is a date. But in spiritual realm, we cannot put a date to the events. So it's a cyclic thing. The yuga cycles are repeated. That's why it is the popular story that we hear on about Akshaya Tritiya is about Akshay Patra, and how feeding Krishna, it satisfies the entire world. The benefit of feeding Krishna is not diminishing. That benefit is passed to everybody in the world. Unlimited benefit. Akshaya means unlimited benefit. So, okay. So
Thank
another,
you, Prabhuji.
yeah. So another 20 minutes or so, we can discuss something from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay, so Shloka number 16. नात्यश्नतस्तु योगोऽस्ति न चैकान्तम् अनश्नतः न चाति स्वप्नशीलस्य जाग्रतो नैव चार्जुना. Now, never, ati, too much, ashnataha, of one who eats, two, but, yoga, linking with the Supreme, asti, there is, na, nar, cha, also, ekantam, overly, anashnataha, abstaining from eating, na, nar, cha, also, ati, too much, swapnashilasya, of one who sleeps, jagrata, or one who keeps night, or one who keeps night watch too much, na, not, eva, ever, cha, and Arjuna, or Arjuna. Okay, somebody can read. Who can read? Yeah, Vedugopal?
Yeah, Prabhuji, I can read.
Yeah, read the translation and purport.
Translation. There is no possibility of one's becoming a yogi, O Arjuna, if one eats too much or eats too little, sleeps too much or does not sleep enough. Purport. Regulation of diet and sleep is recommended herein for the yogis. Too much eating means eating more than is required to keep the body and soul together. There is no need for men to eat animals because there is an ample supply of grains, vegetables, fruits, and milk. Such simple foodstuff is considered to be in the mode of goodness according to the Bhagavad Gita. Animal food is for those in the mode of ignorance. Therefore, those who indulge in animal food, drinking, smoking, and eating food which is not first offered to Krishna will suffer sinful reactions because of eating only polluted things.
Bunjate te tvagam papa epachantyatmakaranat.
Anyone who eats for sense pleasure or cooks for himself, not offering his food to Krishna, eats only sin. One who eats sin and eats more than is allotted to him cannot execute perfect yoga. It is best that one eat only the remnants of foodstuff offered to Krishna. A person in Krishna consciousness does not eat anything which is not offered to Krishna. Therefore, only the Krishna consciousness person can attain perfection in yoga practice, nor can one who artificially abstain from eating, manufacturing his own personal process of fasting, practice yoga. The Krishna conscious person observes fasting as it is recommended in the scriptures. He does not fast or eat more than is required, and he is thus competent to perform yoga practice. One who eats more than required will dream very much while sleeping, and he must consequently sleep more than is required. Yeah. One should not sleep more than 6 hours daily. One who sleeps more than 6 hours out of 24 is certainly influenced by the mode of ignorance. A person in the mode of ignorance is lazy and prone to sleep a great deal. Such a person cannot perform yoga.
Yeah. So we'll read the next shloka also because both are same connected shlokas, and then we'll discuss. 6.17 yuktāhāra-vihārasyayukta-ceṣṭasya karmasu yukta-swapnāvabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkhaha. Yukta, regulated, ahara, eating, viharasya, recreation, yukta, regulated, ceṣṭasya, of one who works for maintenance, karmasu, in discharging duties, yukta, regulated, swapna avabodhasya, sleep and sleep and wakefulness, yoga, practice of yoga, bhavati becomes dukkha, diminishing pains. Okay. Yeah, Abhishek, you want to read? You want to read this?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
One second. He who is regulated in his habits of eating, sleeping, recreation, and work can mitigate all material pains by practicing the yoga system. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Extravagance in the matter of eating, sleeping, defending, and mating, which are demands of body, can block advancement in the practice of yoga. As far as eating is concerned, it can be regulated only when one is practiced to take and accept prasadam, sanctified food. Lord Krishna is offered, according to Bhagavad Gita 9.26, vegetables, flowers, fruits, grains, milk, etc. In this way, a person in Krishna consciousness becomes automatically trained not to accept food not meant for human consumption or not in the category of goodness. As far as sleeping is concerned, a Krishna conscious person is always alert in the discharge of his duties in Krishna consciousness, and therefore any unnecessary time spent sleeping is considered a great loss. Avyartha kalatvam. A Krishna consciousness person cannot bear to pass a minute of his life without being engaged in the service of Lord. Therefore, his sleeping is kept to a minimum. His ideal in this respect is Srila Rupa Goswami, who was always engaged in the service of Krishna and who could not sleep more than 2 hours a day, and sometimes not even that. Thakur Haridas would not even accept prasadam nor even sleep for a moment without finishing his daily routine of chanting with his beads 300,000 names. As far as work is concerned, a Krishna conscious person does not do anything which is not connected with Krishna's interest, and thus his work is always regulated and untainted by sense gratification. Since there is no question of sense gratification, there is no material leisure for a person in Krishna consciousness. And because he is regulated in all his work, speech, sleep, wakefulness, and all other bodily activities, there is no material misery for him.
Yeah. Okay. So these two shlokas, 16 and 17, Krishna is teaching about regulated life, which is more applicable to our bhakti sadhana in our practical day-to-day life. This is more practical instruction for us. The other things that we discussed in Ashtanga Yoga so far, like person has to go to a forest, make an asana with a deer skin, soft cloth, all those things, they are not so applicable for Bhakti Yoga. But these two shlokas, 16 and 17, they have direct instructions, practical instructions for our Bhakti sadhana. These are definitely for Ashtanga Yoga, Ashtanga yogis, and they are also for people who are practicing Bhakti Yoga. So if somebody, what is Krishna saying here? Natyashnatastu yogosti nachaikantam anashnataha nachati swapna shilasya jagrato naiva charjuna. If one eats too much or too little, sleeps too much or does not sleep enough, they cannot become yogi. So if one eats too much, they become lazy. And if one does not eat enough, if one does not eat sufficient quantity, proper nutritious and sufficient quantity of food, then they starve themselves, they don't have sufficient energy to do devotional service. So in the name of dieting or in the name of upavasa, if somebody does, for example, nirjal, okay, fasting without even water also, that is something not everybody can do. Now these principles, they cannot be generalized. We have to apply time, place and circumstances and see what is practical for our body. If our body does not support, then you don't have to follow nirjal upavasa. But some people, they can do it, and looking at them, you should not feel guilty, or we should not feel that, oh, I'm not able to do this. First of all, that's not even a requirement. Doing nirjal upavasa is not even a requirement for bhakti. If you are able to do, yes, that's well and good. The actual upavasa is staying near God, keeping God in your mind. Upavasa, upa means near. Vasa means to stay. Upavasa means staying near God. Similarly, the word upayam. What is the meaning of the word upayam? In Sanskrit or in Telugu also, upayam means plan, right? What is that plan? Upa means near. Ayam or ayanam means traveling, journey. That journey by which we get closer to God. Upa ayam. Upa ayam. Or that journey which takes us closer to God is upayam. Plan. Similarly, upavasam. Upavasam means staying near God. The best way to stay near God is keep God in your mind. That's the closest it can get to. Keep God in your mind. Keep thoughts of God in your mind. That means on the day of fasting, Ekadashi day, if your body requires some food, yes, eat. Eat sufficiently, as much as needed for your body to get sufficient energy. But do this smarana, Bhagavad smarana. But if somebody is doing fasting without devotion, without remembering God, it is not useful. You don't get any benefit out of that. You may get some bodily benefit, bodily detoxification may happen, some extra fat in the body can be reduced, but no spiritual benefit. So in Mukundamala Stotra, Kulshekara Alvar beautifully tells this. We discussed that on Thursday and Friday last week in the evening class. आम्नायाभ्यसनान्यरन्यरुदितं वेदव्रतान्यन्वहं मेदश्चेदफलानि पूर्तविदयः सर्वं हुतं भस्मनि तीर्थानामवगाहनानि च गजा स्नानं विना यत्पदा द्वन्द्वाम्भोरुह संस्मृतिं विजयते देवस्य नारायण. So anything, the Vedic rituals, Veda Parayanam, the vratas, upavasa, tapas, all these things, they have to be done with devotion. And in order to perform devotion, in order to do devotional service, if you have to eat food on that day, yes, eat. Even if it is Janmashtami day. If you have to do some service and you're not able to think about God, you're not able to stay without eating food that day, go ahead and eat, no problem. but only if you are doing some service and if you are remembering God. So yuktāhāra-vihārasya. No. The previous sloka, right? 16th. Okay, I have the slide for yuktāhāra-vihārasya, but not for the 16th shloka. Yeah. So now this instruction of eating with regulation, sleeping with regulation, recreating with regulation, doing your work with regulation, it tells us that this principle of regulation should be applied in everything. That means even in our devotional service, this principle of regulation should be applied. Now, what does that mean? Some people, we see some devotees, they do a lot of hard work from morning till night, So sometimes I get messages from devotees at 1 o'clock in the night time. Next day morning when I wake up and see the messages, the timestamp shows 1 o'clock in the midnight. That means they may be doing some devotional service, okay, during that night time. Either doing some, some service using their computer, sending some emails about temple related stuff, or preparing some flyers, making some slides or whatever, right? So let's assume they are doing some devotional service by staying up late in the night. But that's not a good practice. Because we are not pure devotees to stay awake until late in the night and expect that we can perform our sadhana nicely. Only pure devotees like Prabhupada, Haridas Thakur, Rupa Goswami, they were able to perform devotional service efficiently without without loss of any energy, even by sleeping for 2 hours. In the purport, Prabhupada writes, Rupa Goswami was sleeping only for 2 hours. Similarly, Prabhupada also, he was sleeping. He was doing his daily activities until let's say 9 o'clock in the night, and then after that, until 2 o'clock in the midnight, he used to write Bhagavatam. He used to type. There was no computer those days, right? He used to type with a typewriter, manual typewriter. He used to write a commentary on Bhagavatam. Now imagine how difficult the task will be. And then he would sleep for 1.5 hours or 2 hours, and then again wake up, do his japa, and then other services. So pure devotees can do that like that. And Haridas Thakur, he will not eat or drink unless he completes his 192 rounds of japa. 192 rounds of japa. That is like 300,000 names, 3 lakh names. If we count Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that is one mantra. So like that, 108, there are 16 names, right? So 16 multiplied by 108, that 1728 something. So like that, he was chanting 192 rounds. 192 multiplied by 1728. So somewhere near 3 lakh. That number will be somewhere near 3 lakh. 300,000. So Haridas Thakur will not sleep, will not drink or eat until he finishes these 192 rounds. Now, can we do that? We cannot imitate. So we have to do what is needful for our body. If you are able to focus and chant attentively only after eating something, yes, do that. The principle is Vishnu Smarana. Smartavyam satatam Vishnu vismartavyam najatu chit sarve viddhi nishedasyur etayor eva kinkaraha. Smartavyam satatam Vishnu. Always remember Vishnu or Krishna. Vismartavyam najatu chit. Never forget Krishna or Vishnu. Sarve viddhi nishedasyur. All the viddhi and nisheda, the do's and don'ts, the yama and niyama that are prescribed in the Vedas. Etayor eva kinkaraha. That means they are secondary or subservient to the highest principle of remembering God. That means in the Vedas, maybe there are some strict rules mentioned for doing Upavasa Diksha on Ekadashi day or some other festival day. It doesn't mean you have to, everybody has to follow that. It doesn't mean it's a general rule for everybody. No, the highest principle is remembering God, Vishnu Smarana. And everything else is secondary, subservient. So here, eating too little, sleeping too little, sleeping for less time, or eating too much, or sleeping more than 6 hours, that is not recommended. And in the purport, Prabhupada writes that we should eat only that much sufficient quantity to keep our body and soul together. And there is no need to eat more than what is needed. But we see, even in devotee circles, we see this principle is not very strictly followed. So, whenever there is a festival or any occasion in the temple, there is a competition between the devotees. How much eat as much prasadam as you can. Eat prasadam and be happy. So somehow that culture has to be at an organization level. That culture has to be changed. Otherwise, everybody, looking at other devotees, everybody is following the same thing. Even on Ekadashi day, there is an opulent menu. I'm speaking about myself, but unless there is a change, unless there is a revolutionary change at an organization level, this cannot be changed. Because everybody, when they go to temple or when they go to any temple related program, there is a feast, there's an elaborative feast. So this culture has to be reduced at an organization level within ISKCON also. Then, over a period of time, in the next 5 to 10 years, devotees will understand. They'll start developing a new habit. But the problem is the management of every temple worldwide, they are pushing, they're propagating, they're advertising for prashadam. So somewhere some revolutionary person has to come and introduce a change. Until then, let's keep on feasting. But this has to be changed. Otherwise, it's not. Otherwise, we cannot become yogi. As Krishna writes in the Sloka itself, those who eat too little or too much, there's no possibility of becoming a yogi. Now we see very few devotees within ISKCON who follow this principle very strictly. There is one devotee, his name is Radhesham Prabhu from Pune. He travels worldwide. He's a very good preacher. He travels worldwide. Now wherever he travels, and he's a brahmachari, okay? Wherever he's a disciple of Radhanath Swami Maharaj, very good preacher, especially youth preaching. So he does college preaching. He goes to worldwide, wherever he travels, he goes to the universities, colleges, especially in India, all IITs. The preaching is predominantly done by him. So wherever he travels worldwide, what he does is he brings an assistant with him, another devotee, another brahmachari devotee with him. And he only eats the food cooked by this brahmachari. And he carries a copper plate with him. And that copper plate, the size of the copper plate is the size of the palm. It's the size of the palm. And what does he eat? He eats only khichdi. Khichdi and some vegetables, some dry fruits, like that. I think he eats probably 1 time a day or maybe 2 times a day. Small plate, he sits on the floor, he sits all by himself. He doesn't allow anybody to talk to him when he's eating. So that's an exemplary standard of not eating too much, not eating too little. Just eating whatever is sufficient needed to maintain your body. And he quickly finishes, like within 5 minutes, the meal is done. Because it's khichdi only, right? And he eats with hand. Very simple. So there are very few individuals like that who follow strict, diet like that. But majority, 99.999% worldwide is gone. This problem of eating too much. I mean, nobody eats too little, right? In the temple or in the festivals, in the programs.
Maybe it is test for devotees.
It is a test for devotees, but when there is a great attraction for food, and then the food is right in front of us,
Yeah.
we are not sadhus, we are not yogis, we haven't done tapas to control our tongue. That's why at an organization level, it has to be this change, some revolutionary change has to be done. So they should not advertise too much about food. They should not advertise too much about prasadam. Prasadam means it should be served like prasadam.
Yes.
Um,
And in the purport, they mentioned offer the food to Krishna and then eat like a prasadam, they mentioned. So when we offer food to Krishna, what should be our mood, Prabhuji? I mean, our intention. Of course, we are offering to God to eat, okay. But, I mean, ఎలా మనము ప్రే చేయాలి ఫుడ్ ఆఫర్ చేసినప్పుడు గాడ్కి ఏ ఇంటెన్షన్తో చెప్పాలి అండ్ వీఆర్ టేకింగ్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఎ ప్రసాదం అంటే మనం ఏ ఇంటెన్షన్తో తినాలి మామూలుగా దట్ శ్లోక బ్రహ్మార్పణం మీన్స్ దట్ ఈస్ డిఫరెంట్. సో చేసేది బ్రహ్మ తినేది బ్రహ్మ ఆ ఇంటెన్షన్తో తింటాం ఫుడ్ తినేటప్పుడు అలా ఆ ఇంటెన్షన్తో తింటాం. అసలు ఆఫర్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఏ ఇంటెన్షన్తో ఆఫర్ చేసి తినాలి? మేబీ అలా ఆఫర్ చేయడంలో స్ట్రాంగ్గా ఇంటెన్షన్ ఉంటే మేబీ మే రెడ్యూస్ ఈటింగ్ ఫుడ్. ఐ మీన్ టూ మచ్ తినకుండా ఉండగలుగుతామా?
Yeah. So the mood, what should be our mood when we are offering bhoga to the Lord? Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktyupahritam ashnami prayatatmanaha. Krishna says, if one offers a fruit, flower, water and a leaf with love and devotion, I will accept. So Krishna is asking for only simple things. In that shloka, Krishna did not mention pizza, burger, dosa, samosa. No, this list is not there. Simple items. But what is he looking for? Love and devotion. So our mood should be, when we are offering bhoga, our mood should be that, oh Krishna, I am offering this food to you with my love and devotion. Now, right now, do we have love and devotion for Krishna? No, we don't have. Even if you don't have, you say it. Okay? So you fake it until you make it. Until you have love and devotion, you pretend as if you have love and devotion. Just like when you have a guest at home. First day, second day, third day, you will serve with love and devotion. But fourth day, what you will do? You'll pretend as if you want that guest to stay for another 10 days. But inside, what you will think? Oh, when will this person leave? So like that, you pretend. You pretend in front of Krishna that you have love for him. So you say it. You can actually say in our language. Whether in English or Telugu, Hindi, whatever language you want to say, you say that, oh Krishna, I am offering this food to you. I am offering this bhoga, this naivedyam to you with my love and devotion. Please accept this bhoga and leave your remnants. I will take that as Mahaprasadam. Let that Mahaprasadam purify my tongue, body, mind and soul and my senses, everything. So this should be our mood when we are offering bhoga and when we are accepting. When we are accepting, when we are eating, Brahmarpanam, Brahma Havir. Everything should be converted to spiritual activity. The process of eating food, the food itself is spiritual. The process of eating food is spiritual. The person who is eating spiritual. With that intention, we have to eat. But while offering food, while offering bhoga to the Lord, this should be our prayer. Oh Lord, please, I am offering this food to you with my love and devotion. Please accept this as bhoga and leave your remnants. I will take that as Mahaprasadam. Let that Mahaprasadam purify my tongue, body, mind and soul. సో చక్కగా తెలుగులో చెప్పచ్చు. ఒక తల్లి ఎలా చెప్తుందో బిడ్డకి, లేకపోతే ఒక బిడ్డ తల్లికి ఆఫర్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎలా చెప్తుందో అలా అలా చెప్పచ్చు. లేకపోతే యశోదమ్మలాగా ఒక కర్ర తీసుకొని, ఓ కృష్ణ ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు తినకపోతే అని కూడా చెప్పొచ్చు. సో depending on the person, you can use different prayer. Okay. Now in the 17th shloka, Krishna is saying vihara. Vihara is entertainment, recreation, vacation. So now the Vedas or Shastras, they are not against going on a vacation. They're not against on entertainment. They're not against some enjoyment. But that entertainment, enjoyment or vacation, we should try to make it sattvic. We should do that in the mode of goodness. For example, in the name of entertainment, if you want to watch a movie, the best thing is to watch a movie related to some family story, okay, showing some family relations, some moral values. Or in the olden days, there are so many movies describing Puranas, so many stories explaining about different avatars of the Lord. Either you can watch those, or if you want to listen to music as an entertainment, so listen to soft music. Best is to listen to kirtans and bhajans, stotrams, all these things. But since childhood, we have been hearing some movie related music, right? So if at all you want to, those habits will not die artificially, right? Until they die, until you completely get rid of that interest. Instead of completely ignoring, instead of forcing you, oh, I don't want to listen to any movie related music. Now that can be hard on you. That can be hard on anybody. Forcing and implementing strict rules like that, it's not good. The eventual goal is that. Eventual goal is to get rid of movie music, movie songs. But until you do that naturally, try to make some good choices in listening to good music. For example, in Telugu movies, there are some nice songs like Sirivennala movie, Swarnakamalam movie. There are nice songs in it. So you make a better choice and listen to some selective music, so that you're not completely away from that habit of listening to movie music. You're not forcing yourself to stop. At the same time, you are listening to some soft music. And there are many songs that have great literature, and there are many songs that are talking about philosophy, some spiritual points. So you can choose. So vihara, it relates to entertainment, recreation, vacation, all these things. If you want to go on a vacation, go to a place where there is nature. Instead of going to Vegas, Las Vegas, or something else, go to an outdoor place where you can see nature. You can see mountains, you can see parks, you can see water, lakes, rivers. So like that. Okay. So I think it's 2:20. We can pause here for today. ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank
Happy
you.
Akshaya Tritiya.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
See you all next week.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.